I see Jabrium has not joined us today. How unfortunate. Well, where did we leave off last? Ah, right. Trapped hundreds of leagues below the surface of the elemental plane of water. But let's back up for a moment and recap how we got here. Our party members, Skamon and Whimsy, found themselves on the elemental plane of water, searching for any sign of Zan. With no sign of him, however, they begin to instead look into the local region's issues. A series of missing submarines, vanishing deep below the water. After finding a connection between these disappearances and Zan, the main characters, along with a temporary companion, Wade Watterson, a local investigator looking for his daughter, who was apparently on one of these submarines, find themselves boarding one of these subs with the intention of locating where these subs are being taken, where they are disappearing to. As the submarine grows deeper and deeper, closer to the depths at which these submarines have been disappearing from, the strangest bug begins to occur on some of the monitors, displaying the depth, displaying a number far, far deeper than should be possible, over 6,000 leagues below the surface. Then, one of the staff members begins to act strange, as if in a trance, making their way down into the engine room. Then another. The party go to speak with the captain, for one reason or another, to warn him of what exactly could be happening, only to be ambushed by a pair of doppelgangers, pretending to be members of the crew, and seeming to struggle maintaining a physical form. Creatures of the void, they call themselves, which is odd to most of our listeners and to our party, because the void is not a place that exists, so far as any of you are aware. But after slaying these creatures, it seems they can be slain, luckily, the party began to notice that something was engulfing the submarine, the brass creeping up along the edge of the windshield. They attempted to speak with this creature. After learning some of the motivations of these creatures of the void, they managed to ask one question. They ask the creature engulfing the submarine, why now? Why only now do they strike? And its answer? It's game on. You feel a shiver run down your spine as you see the celestial word for despair. The very same thing that Zan continues to insist you give into. What do you do?
He kind of swears under his breath in Infernal as he just kind of shrinks in on himself as he backs up towards a wall, one that isn't made of glass. As he just kind of slides down it and sits on the ground.
Skamon, are you gonna tell any of us what that means?
You see him muttering, but you get no actual response.
She gives an almost worried look, as worried as she can manage, in his direction, and she kind of turns around to this creature and crosses her arms. Okay, I've had just about enough of these games, okay? Just going to, like, kind of, wait it out. If you're planning on enslaving us, then you'll let us out of here eventually, and until then, I am just gonna, stand here and wait and do this. And she's gonna do a mage hand and try to poke its eye.
You cast Mage Hand, just outside the windshield, I assume?
Yes.
And attempt to poke its eye. But as the Mage Hand appears, it kind of phases partially into, partially through the creature. As if the creature isn't fully there. The eye turns and stares directly at you as you hear a loud creaking in the ship's shutters, and you see the brass creep even closer in from the edges of the windshield.
Game on, are you done with your mental breakdown yet?
He kind of just stops and then just looks at Whimsy. There's almost, for a moment, a look of defeat before it just kind of shifts into this eerily calm, angry glare. It's not directed at Whimsy, it's more of just in her general direction. But it's turned into this like murderous glare. He still says nothing.
Okay, so did he call you a poo-poo pee-pee head? Insulted your family line? Like what are we doing here? Like, what do you want to share with the class, Skamon?
You might as well have.
What do you mean by that?
Just, I've been tracking a person, and I think he's linked to this, which is why I'm here, down here, doing this. And now I am certain more than ever that they are linked, as that last word was the celestial word for despair. MC, I don't know if you remember the roof and what he said, but they're linked.
Yeah, it was like he was trying to, try out for like an emo band with those depressing lyrics. Yeah, I quite remember.
What depressing lyrics?
Oh, just a bunch of stuff about like, woe is me, despair, sadness, giving up, like all of those types of things that like lame people that aren't cool do.
I see.
So these creatures are in despair? That's why they're doing this?
It's more so that they want to cause it. For whatever reason.
But that wouldn't answer the question of why now, would it?
Not yet, but So far, the last 2 times I've seen the person I'm tracking, he's told me to just give in to despair. I don't know what he's planning, but somehow it involves this. And Scanlan's just gonna, like, gesture around to everything. Especially the outside.
So, what? What does that have to do with the submarines? Why are they... What does any of this mean?
Your guess
Tell
is
you
as
what
good
it
as
means.
mine.
Alright. So this is like Conqueror 101. He totally wants to take over like everything, and the best way to control people is to make them super, like sad and whatnot. So he's aligning himself with like all of these eldritch beings and stuff in order to inflict, despair and horror on the masses in order to control them. He's literally just stealing my ideas.
The
Not
captain
gonna work.
looks very concerned when you say stealing my ideas. What, so you think this is just some play for power then?
Yeah, like, what else would it be for? Like, that's what, like, everyone's goal is, right? To, like, conquer and rule everything? Obviously, that's all this is. Not gonna happen on my watch, though.
He has outright stated that it has something to do with power. That's what he gets out of this, but the first time I asked him what this was for, he said something about returning the planes to their original owners. Which has been mentioned multiple times since arriving here.
What, so just return the planes to the Aboltians? Most of them are gone.
A bolt?
The fuck, Boltian?
Right. I forgot. Most people don't... My father studied religions. It's a long story, but the Aboltians, they came before the gods. They were the true creators of the planes.
I'm sorry, there was something before the gods?
Yes, the gods had a whole revolution about it, and... Look, what do these things have to do with the Aboltians, though? This is... His eyes kind of widen slightly. Oh.
If you know something, you should speak up about it.
The Aboltian king, he was referred to as the Lord of the Deep. He was an ocean god of sorts. These things could be servants of him. Ozymandias, the King of Kings.
Is the eye
All
still
right.
there?
The eye is still there, staring intently at the captain as he speaks. Am I right? The eye stares unmoving at the captain.
They have to have a weakness then. I mean, they're not around anymore, so surely they were dealt with. How do we fix this now?
I don't know. The gods... there aren't a lot of stories from back then. Most of what we know now is just passed on information from our elders. I think the gods used some secret weapon to kill the Aboltians, but we don't have that.
Never fear, we don't exactly need a secret weapon when we have me. Just wait it out. I'm sure that you have, like, food and stuff here. We'll just, like, sit here, prepare. And by prepare, I mean, like, do nothing and relax. And then we're gonna be lit out and I'll kill it. Don't even worry.
I think we should be more worried about the fact that it is turning itself into the ship.
Okay, well, how are we supposed to be good slaves from inside the ship? Obviously, it's gonna get us out of here at some point to, like, work or, like, you know, do whatever, like, that, yeah, like, whatever. We're not gonna, like, accomplish anything in here.
Does it need us alive to be its slaves? I know of people, of mortals, who are able to enslave the dead. If this thing is older than the gods, then I don't even want to begin to imagine what it might be capable of.
Meh. Not really worried about it. I can't die. Sucks to be you, I guess, but I don't know. I'll try to save you too.
You hear the loud creak, the shake of the sub again, and the encroaching brass from the edges as it continues to envelop the outward window, now covering about, give or take, 50% of the window.
Can we see out of the brass part, or is it just
No,
completely covering it?
it's solid brass.
Ooh, maybe its idea is to, like, trap us in here, and then, like, the people that it's going to, like, choose to, like, you know, serve it or whatnot are the people who survive. Like, one of those things where we're all trapped here and we had to, like, revert to cannibalism and, like, kill each other to, like, exist and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, yes, but I don't think waiting is the right option, Whimsy, because who knows? Wade takes a moment to think, and looking over at Skyman, he he says, they might decide to go for Skyman then. If you're otherwise occupied, you might just lose him. Perhaps we should find a way to deal with this now.
Okay, I'm not very worried about Skemon. He's under my divine protection. But how exactly do you, like, you know... Yeah, you're a detective, Wade. How do you think that we should deal with this? The way I see it, we don't really have a way to get out there to, like, you know, do something about it. Unless we want to, like, I don't know, break the window and, like... I mean, I can breathe underwater for a bit. So actually, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea at all. Why don't we break the window?
We break the window and everything collapses in on itself. That is the worst idea ever in a sunken vessel under the water.
If you break the window, you will immediately vaporize every single passenger, including yourself.
No, not including myself.
Yes, including yourself. I don't care where you think you're from. You will be immediately vaporized. The changing pressure, it would implode the ship. You would die.
Okay, if you don't want to die by me, like, you know, breaking the windshield or whatever, just to show you that I'm not gonna die, then, just stop. You don't know me.
We're not breaking the window.
Okay, then, like, surely you have, like, escape vessels or something? Aren't, like, don't they, you know, like, in case, ooh, we have to, like, you know, abandon ship or whatever, like, do you not have one of those?
No.
Okay, well, that sounds like a major safety violation on your part.
That is a poor design.
How would we even have safety vessels? We have some onboard safety measures. There are masks that are enchanted for water breathing that will descend if the sub begins to fill with water. Accidents
But we also
aren't common below the surface.
We're also not supposed to be this far down, guys.
I don't know what to do. The safety of my passengers and crew is my number one priority. I don't know. There's a knock as a voice speaks up. Captain, I just wanted to ask. The passengers are beginning to freak out about the windows being sealed by brass. What should I tell them? As you turn to the sound of the voice, you see a taller human woman, dark skin, kind of this. I'm blanking. Give me half a second.
Doesn't know his own NPCs. Shame.
Kind of darker skin, kind of blonde hair that fades to orange, and a pair of violet eyes that seem to scan the room with a knowledge that seems almost foreign to a submarine worker. The captain kind of looks at her. Just tell them it's a maintenance thing. Thank you, Saltek. She nods and glances.
Does she look familiar at all?
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say, do we...
She does look a little familiar. As she glances to the two of you, and to Wade, she kind of says, "And should I be worried about these three being here?"
Skaven looks her up and down, like his eyes are narrowed as he's like fully studying her.
No, I assure you, they're just investigating something. And the giant eye, I shouldn't worry about that either. No. No. I'm gonna go with no.
Didn't we tell them about the giant eye? I feel like you should know that.
Sorry, I have a horrible memory. Alright, well, if this is fine, and they're fine, I will go tell the passengers it's maintenance, I guess. Just something to keep them calm. Are you sure we're gonna survive this, Captain? Should I try and text my mom or something? No, I assure you, we're going to be fine. That's what these three are here for. We're... Right? You're going to get us out of this, right? As he turns to you, Wade. Wade?
I'm so sorry. I was talking to my sister. What was the last thing you said?
You're going to get us out of this, right? Right? As he turns to you, Wade.
Wade is going to look towards Whimsy and the others. I'm going to try.
Alright. Okay. I'll go talk to the passengers then. You figure something out. And she turns and walks off.
Whimsy, did she look familiar to you at all?
Familiar.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that. I mean... Yeah. Yeah, I do think we've...
Do you think they're possessed? Or someone you actually know?
Turn to the captain. Skaven is gonna turn to the captain. What did you say her name was?
Sultek, it's a family name.
Huh. Okay, sure.
Is that name familiar to you guys? What's going on?
Just the hair, I guess, was throwing me off. You know? Seen a
Eyes.
hairstyle like that once. Or twice.
I assure you, if you aren't from this plane, you probably haven't met her. At least not
It's
in...
besides the point.
Yeah, okay, so... So the issue right now that we're facing is that you can't get to that thing, right?
Yeah, it's outside. There's no way to get to it until it either comes in or becomes the ship. Or until we get out.
There's a maintenance hatch. There's a decompression chamber before it so that you can safely leave into the ocean depths. I don't know if it will have blocked off the hatch by this point, but I can get you outside.
That would be good.
You just... I need you to promise me you won't let us get taken if I send you out there.
Buddy, have you seen that? I can't say for certain that if we get out there we won't be instantly just ripped apart.
We'll be fine.
You're... I'm not sure if you're stupid or brave, but... I think we need that right now. Specifically looking at Whimsy as he says that.
They're a bit of both.
I just don't wanna be
Excuse you,
here.
I'm not stupid.
It was a joke, hun. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm just teasing you.
Oh, I do like being teased.
I'm just here because I have to be, so if I'm gonna die, I might as well do it by doing something useful, rather than just sitting around.
I think we have some spare diving suits that you three could borrow. Right this way. Do you follow as he leaves the captain's quarters? The
Yep.
whatever the word was.
Yep.
Indeed.
The wheelhouse, that's the word. He leads you to the maintenance room, to a room just off the side next to the engine room. You see a collection of various diving suits, these kind of strange kind of loose fabric, dark, like, orange outfits that almost look like spacesuits. As you are shown, he gestures to the suits and says, "Find one of your size." The helmets, he kind of takes a moment looking at Whimsy and Skaemon. I'll find ones specifically built for horned people.
How exactly do these suits work? Like, it's not obvious because I have an illusion to keep it hidden, but Skaman will like twist the pan on his shirt and his wings just kind of emerge as wings rather than a cape.
Ooh.
Oh, you'd have to keep those inside the suit. It might be a bit uncomfortable.
Great. Okay.
Like, how am I supposed to fit my hooves in there?
Your hooves will be fine.
Is this tested on hoof people?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
So,
If you
I'm-
don't believe me, then try it for yourself.
Whatever. Why do we even need these anyways? They're ugly.
Because the pressure alone would kill you. These suits are enchanted and pressurized. Not to mention, you would probably freeze to death from the cold of the depths if you don't die from the pressure, and if you don't die from that, you'll drown.
I can't freeze to death.
I can see your bones. You are so thin, if you were any thinner, I could probably actually make out your entire ribcage. I'm surprised you are not freezing to death in the cabin.
Wait, is this still whimsy?
Is that not why your skin is so pale?
To say whimsy thick. Whimsy fucking thick. Like she's she just gives an offended look. No. I eat plenty well. Do you think I'm starving? Do you guys starve? I have the money to eat. Don't make fun of me because of my skin color. Not very accepting of you.
I am so tired. If you want to get yourself killed, then be my guest.
Whatever. I'll wear the suit. Just because I'm matched with the others. That's the only reason.
He turns around and pulls out a kind of he drags out a large container and pulls it open, reaching inside as he pulls out a 3 different helmets, 2 of which appear to be quite a bit larger around the kind of head area, but with mostly the same point at the bottom, clearly designed to accommodate for horns. Just find a suit that fits you.
Scammon will go and like find a suit that is relatively his size, and then find one that's like 2 sizes bigger, and then just hope that that works for the wings.
Fair enough.
all right. Wade will get suited up as well. I assume he's probably pretty, not necessarily like super familiar, but it's pretty basic. How to put on these.
Yeah, this is this is basically like putting on a rain jacket to you. It might not be something you do super often, but it's something you've definitely done quite a few times.
Whimsy will follow suit, complaining the entire time.
Alright. You guys manage to put on the suits, and the helmets are handed to you. Screwed into the suits, very much similar to a spacesuit. He kind of glances between the three of you, and I really hope this works. There. He gestures to kind of the back end of this room. If you just stand within that chamber there, I can open the airlock from here. The pressure lock.
Okay, before we go out, what are we actually trying to do? We need a set plan in place before we go and do something stupid.
I mean, I feel like it kind of just depends on its reaction, or like what it's even doing out there. I will say, Skamon, I do think that a lot of this, and you, Wade, you might be a little bit better equipped for this. Just this specific situation. I'm not totally sure how my, magic would really work underwater. Considering, like, I'm pretty sure it would just freeze. Not really sure the effect that would have. So, the cutting things might be good.
I have a feeling that my weapons will not be of any use, considering they're either, unless I'm up and close and personal with it, they're supposed to be throwing weapons. That's not gonna work underwater, so... better hope it doesn't escalate to violence.
So none of us have good ways to actually deal with them if things turn violent.
No, not at all.
Sure, my magic will work, probably. I mean, I've never tested it before, but it'll be fine.
Okay, so we're just going out to talk to the thing?
I mean,
I
we've
figured we'd
already
talk-
tried that. I figured we'd just kill it.
How are we gonna kill it if we can't attack it? If these things really are... Well, this isn't... I mean, this isn't necessarily an Boltian, right? I mean, the information could be wrong. It's possible that this is just like some sort of... I don't know. Maybe we're dealing with like a lower level demon or something.
At the same time, if these Aboltians do in fact exist, what's to say that there's not something before them?
I mean, yeah, obviously there is. It just goes up like an infinite number of times. Everything came from something.
No, not quite. Everything came from Ozymandias, the King of Kings.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay, so where did he come from?
Exactly.
Then where did everything begin? If you insist that something created everything, where would creation have begun? Your questions are inane.
You do know that you are talking exactly like someone that doesn't believe that the Aboltians exist. You do understand that's what you sound like right now, yeah?
Look, there is no evidence to imply that anything has existed prior to the King of Kings.
Yeah, probably because they just erased all of it so that they look cooler. That's what I'd do.
Even if you try to erase everything, you can't get rid of all the evidence. Surely not. Look, we're not here to have a philosophical debate. Whatever that thing is, we're here to deal with that here and now.
Okay, so we go out there, we try to kill it. If that doesn't work, then what?
then we die, probably, which is why going to try and kill it is an awful idea.
Well, Skamon, how is talking to it going to be any better out there than, like, you know, in here?
Well, it's only been able to respond with one word. If we're out there, it might be able to actually talk to us.
I mean, I feel like it's big enough that if it, like, could talk verbally, it just would have talked really loud and we would have heard it anyways. Like, it's just a windshield, it's not that thick.
It is incredibly thick. It needs to be able to resist the pressure of the oceans.
It could also be some sort of barrier that affects telepathy.
I don't think it's that thick. If I don't think it can prevent telepathy.
I mean, I literally know it can't because I tried to talk to the thing and then it decided to be a little bitch about it. Wait, Skamon, I think one of you two should try to talk to it because I am still... I don't know. It pisses me off. I don't want to deal with it. I just want to kill it.
I don't suppose you are wanting to take the lead on this one, are you?
He just kind of looks at Wade. I'm gonna have to, aren't I?
I just... We have nothing... The most we could do is maybe get information, answers from it, but we don't have anything to barter with it. If it truly just wants to take over, I don't know. Maybe there's a way to banish them or send them off back to whatever hole they crawled out of. I don't know, though. What brought them out here in the first place is something I think we should... Why now? Your, friend. They would probably have information on this, huh?
But, friend.
Friend was purely sarcasm. I know you guys aren't actually friends, but the guy you're looking for.
Sarcasm or not, do not refer to him as that or anything even remotely. Just never again.
Gamon, on a serious note, are you going to be okay out there? I know you have your weird ocean thing.
I don't know. We don't have oceans in the Shadowfell. We have lakes, we have rivers. They're not this deep. I've only been to the material plane a few times, and every single time it has never been near an ocean. If it has, it's been... We can see it, but we don't go near it.
What about the ocean so scary to you?
We just don't have them. I've never been to one. Now suddenly I'm surrounded by it, and the possibility of drowning is everywhere. And that's not really an honorable way to die. To struggle helplessly. That's...
Game on. I'm not going to let you die. You have the mask thing. If something goes wrong, I'll grab you and we'll get back in here.
Are you scared of drowning? If I had something that could help you, would that maybe alleviate the fear?
Really?
Sorry, what was that?
Well, sorry, I'm choking on a piece of fuzz that's in the back of my throat.
Okay,
Oh
you're
no.
It won't go away. I hate it.
the worst.
Absolutely, I've been choking on air this whole time. I keep having to mute. It wouldn't help at all, really. It would mean I'm relying on you to be alive.
No, 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 no. It's not something like that. Here, it's Wade is going to pull off his cloak and he'll offer it over. This has an enchantment on it, and besides, you can still use the masks as well. It'll be just like a little double safety measure. I need it back. It's
I will be fine. You keep a hold of it. If anything, I cannot confirm that this thing won't just
kill us as soon as we step out.
that, as well as it's similar enough to the description that Kira gave us about how Zen disappeared from them falling into the water. Though it's much bigger than I thought it would be.
Hmm.
Okay, hear me out though. So, like, obviously you're better than Zan, all of that. But if this thing isn't, like, totally in on what's happening, what if you just convince it that you're, like, a friend of Zan's or something? Like, I know you said that was a trigger or whatever, but, like, legitimately, what if you, like, convince it with that, and then it's like, oh, hey, like, and it just, like, brings you to him or something?
I'm pretty sure it can hear us. If it can hear
Well,
us in there, it can probably hear us here. I don't think that's gonna work.
The longer you waste in here, the closer everyone here gets to dying. I don't want to, push you to go out there, but if you're going to go out there, can you do it sooner than later?
mortals are always inching toward their demise, but if you insist. Is everyone ready?
Ready as I'll ever be, I guess. If we do manage to survive, how will you know to let us back in?
Your friend, he nods towards Whimsy. You said you could communicate telepathically, right? I'll remain here. You commune with me. Give me a sign. Tell me to let you back in.
Yeah, that'll work.
You'd better fucking be here.
Of course, I will.
Alright, well. I'm gonna attempt to talk to this thing. Maybe see if we can convince it to let us go or whatever, or something, I don't know. And probably not die in the process. This is gonna go well.
I'm ready whenever you are. He reaches up for a small button panel next to the pressure lock.
Skaman's gonna, point to his helmet. This thing's on correctly, right?
Yes, it is. I can double check if you want, but I assure you. He kind of walks up and takes a quick glance and nods. Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay. Well.
Ready?
Whatever, I guess.
You ready?
Are you guys?
Yeah, I'm like totally good to go. This is pretty fun.
As much as I can be.
You step into the pressure lock chamber. He presses the first button as the doors slam shut, sealing behind you. You begin to feel the rush of air pulled out of the room as the chamber depressurizes, and then the water begins to flow in, filling the room quickly, and lastly, the outward doors open, revealing darkness.
Scaramund grabs a hold of both of the other two when the room starts filling with water, and he just like fully tenses up the second that it like he gets submerged.
The doors open to reveal darkness, but it is not that inky blackness that is the creature. You can see beyond the edge of the submarine. Pure darkness, but the light stretches beyond what would normally be the limits of the submarine. What do you do?
Can we see any remnants of the creature around us?
No, not right now. Not from here.
Are we going out the bottom or the side?
The side.
Okay.
Does the submarine still, like, is it still moving? Or is it just, like, stopped?
It's really hard to tell.
Attached to
Bonus.
it in any way?
Pardon?
Or are we attached to it in any way? Or is it like just we suddenly put our hand there and it's a wall and there is no door and there never has been a door there, sort of thing?
You're not attached to the submarine. There's still light within the decompression chamber that you would still be within, so you can see the walls of the submarine.
Oh, right, we're still in the chamber. We haven't actually left it yet. Okay.
Well, if no one else is doing it, Whimsy, will go ahead and kind of scoot forward, and she's gonna try to, like... Is there any, like, footholds? Like a ladder? A safety ladder? Is there anything on the side of this? Or is it just, like, smooth metal?
It's just smooth metal. You are, again, completely submerged in water, so you can swim. You don't need to climb anything.
It's more so of if we do, in fact, leave the area of the submarine, is there going to be anything for us to grab on if it's actually going really fast?
Yeah.
You could probably grab the edge of, like, the wall, but there's not, like, any clear ladders or handles or anything.
Okay.
Okay, Whimsy's going to kind of stick her head a little bit out there, and, like, can I just do a ray of frost over and over and over again, but basically like making like little icy footholds on the side of it. Like, is that possible to like freeze the water around it?
You're poking your head out of the compression chamber?
Yes.
It's game on. Wait. You two see Whimsy poke her head out of the chamber, and then she's gone. Just instantly gone.
Oh no.
Skamon's gonna panic and immediately attempt to go after her.
Okay. Wait, you watch Skamon leave the chamber, and he's also immediately gone.
In like a panicked, like not really thinking, just like seeing Skamon jumping out, waits like, wait, no, and goes to follow.
Okay. Whimsy, you poke your head out, and suddenly the submarine is gone. You have no idea where you are, but you feel gravity, and immediately collapse on a floor. A white marble floor. You then hear the thud of two more bodies hitting the ground as you see your companions. Glancing up, beginning to gather your bearings, you find yourself in a white chamber of sorts. You can see the walls, white marble, about 70 feet away from you in every direction. You see the room is sparsely decorated, only a pair of doors on one end, when suddenly, along the far wall where the two doors are, this inky blackness quickly spreads, and there is an eye staring directly at you. You all hear the voice force itself into your mind. No defiance.
Skamon is going to immediately, like, pick himself up and immediately, like, grab the other two and pull the other two, like, close to him.
He absolutely does not resist this.
The inky blackness continues to spread along the walls, or along the wall, and as it reaches the floor, ceiling, and the two adjacent walls, it begins to spread onto them, as the voice says, "Punishment. Extermination." The inky blackness continues to spread closer and closer to you, as you see part of it comes up to form a vaguely humanoid form, which begins to move towards you, when you hear another voice. "Well now, don't go harming these ones." Immediately the darkness retreats, and you suddenly find yourself instead in a living room. A leather sofa behind you that you are sitting on, though you don't remember ever sitting. A blue carpet on the ground, a brown coffee table, and sitting across from you in a simple black leather armchair, what appears to be a genasi, a water genasi specifically. Kind of pale skin, not like a pale purple skin, hair that almost seems to be made of water and does not fall any lower than the chin, dressed in the most extravagant outfit you've ever seen, and a tail that seems to almost sprout coral along the edge, as he smiles at you. His eyes pan over to, and as you follow his gaze, you see an eye sitting kind of up in the top left corner of the room just behind you, as he says, "Tick, tick, tick. Naughty, naughty. I told you not to touch the other chosen. Yet here we are."
Skamon immediately stands up.
No, sit. And you immediately sit yourself down. You
What the
didn't
fuck?
want to. Look, no, here's the thing, right? Hi, my name is Ace Talek. Ace Talk. Blah blah blah. He would not have fucked up his own name. My name is Ace Talkesh. But you, well now, you can call me. What can you call me? Call me the chosen of the Unending Developer. Or just Ace. Ace works too.
This isn't
My goodness,
someone
why is my mic?
you guys know or anything. This isn't one of your weird things, is it? Whimsy? Scott?
Not that I know of. And Skaemon is going to attempt to stand up again, but slowly.
No, I said sit. Immediately you sit back down. You don't feel anything forcing you to, but you comply with his words, though you don't want to.
Skaemon is going to huff and then will attempt to like climb up on the couch, and essentially perch instead of sit. He's kind of sitting on his ankles, but he's perched.
Sometimes I wish the Lord would give me more than he has, and it is because of people like you. I can change your state, but I can't change your mind. Alright. Let's start from the beginning. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I would like to return that question back to you.
Yeah. Reverse Uno card that real quick.
No. I'm asking the questions here. You're getting in my way, so what the fuck are you doing?
You've gotten in mine. What are you doing?
Exactly as the Unending Developer commands. What are you doing?
What the fuck is that? Who is that? What is this?
Well, right now you are currently about 6,000 leagues below the surface of the plane of water. You are not actually physically in my living room. Neither am I. And you are currently talking to the chosen of the Unending Developer, who is the true owner of the plane of water.
Is this one of the fucking what did the captain call them? The Obalt something?
Oh yes, the
That
Aboltians.
are you one of them?
Maybe. I don't know. I
What do you mean
know.
you don't know.
What I know is this. I have been ordered to force a change of leadership. And that is
What,
exactly...
by the Unending Developer, or
Yes,
whatever the fuck
precisely.
it's called?
The Unending Developer believes that the elemental plane of water has been stagnant for far too long. In fact, it is still controlled by the same man who controlled it when it was first created. Isn't that unfair to everyone else? Shouldn't someone else get a turn? Something else should be done? The Unending Developer simply wants to see change.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why would you change something that doesn't need to be changed?
Because everything needs to change. It is the nature of everything to change. Time changes, people change, generations change, races even change and develop. Evolution is change. Technologies change. Name one thing that doesn't change.
Death.
Wrong. Death has developed and changed over the course of many, many, many years in order to account for the frequent use of resurrection magic. Death no longer insists on reclaiming those who have been brought back to life. Death changes. Everything does.
Necessarily death. That's getting revived. That's technically life.
No, that is
death.
That is death. That is the entity known as death, or more commonly known as Aurelios, has changed to fit the definitions of passing away that have changed with the times.
But
It's-
just
Hey,
still
well, what
not.
hasn't changed is how, like, done I am with this conversation, alright? That hasn't
You
changed.
know what? That's fair, Whimsy. I
Not
should
yet.
have gone with that.
No, but
No, I don't think it'll change.
here's the thing, though. Eventually, over time, everything changes. Except the plane of water. The plane of water has not changed. Not once, not ever.
Excuse me. There's like tides and shit. Are you saying that water is never moved?
Exactly. Water is the element most keen to change, and yet the elemental plane of water is the most stagnant plane of all of them.
That just seems a little backwards.
Exactly. So we're on the same side then. I can let you go
Absolutely
and you will
not.
stop getting in my way.
That depends. Are you going to stop kidnapping people for no reason? Because I had to get from one place to another, and I'm here because you got in my way.
I have
So,
never
like-
been kidnapping people for no reason.
Okay, then what's the
Okay.
reason? If you want a change of leadership, kill off the leadership, put someone else up there.
It is
Like-
not that simple to kill something as ancient and powerful as the Water Plane's king, as its arbiter. It's a little more complicated than that. We need to understand. They need to understand. As he nods towards the eye in the corner.
So
And-
watch.
How much can you learn about how a technology works by watching it? Can you understand how a sword is made by watching it be used? Can you understand how a gun works by watching it be fired? The
Yes, actually.
interworkings of a weapon by watching it in action. No, you need to be able to disassemble and understand the inner workings of something in order to learn and understand and grow. Unfortunately, they got a little rowdy and nabbed you two. Despite direct orders not to.
By who?
The Unending developer.
Oh my goodness. Does this person go by any other names? Like, you know, like a little something that, like, you know, we'd hear that and be like, oh, that's who you're talking about? You want to try one of those?
The Unending Developer is a unique title that only the Unending Developer holds. And it is the only title I know it by. Unless you want me to use the Lord.
I mean, either way.
That sounds a little goofier. I kind of actually like that a little bit more.
Fine then. My lord does not want to get involved in the workings of the other patrons. Not if they can avoid it.
What? Great, there's more of them. Wonderful. What other patrons?
Kind narrows his eyes. You don't know.
Literally, all I know is I'm here for one thing. I'm now being told that I'm getting in the way when I didn't ask to be here. So, no, I know literally nothing about this place. I would rather not be here. Actually, I just need to
The patrons are not
find...
bound to this plane. They're universal. What do you mean you don't know? How can you not know that you're chosen by one of the patrons?
Okay, what do you mean?
The
I would like to
patrons
say
of what?
Skaemon is still like bird perched, and he's probably in the center of this sofa. He's just fucking bird perched. Like he's been slowly attempting to perch on the back of it throughout this conversation. So he's like he is just perched.
Okay. You don't know that you are the chosen of the winder and the storyteller?
What the fuck is that?
Okay, I know I'm chosen by a god. I knew that, like, even before he told me that I was chosen.
What do you mean?
Okay, I haven't told you yet, Game On. I was planning on it, but I figured you, like, either wouldn't believe me, or you'd be like, ooh, you make, like, a big deal about it, or whatever, because you're always doubting how special I am. So sorry that I didn't tell you, but yes, I am personally chosen by a god. Here. She kind of grabs her amulet that she had hidden under her shirt, like, her, shirt, and, like, waves it around.
What the fuck? Okay.
So, hang on, so you're telling me you can't see the marks?
The what?
The mark of the winder, the mark of the storyteller, the mark of the unending developer. As he points to first Skaemon's chest, then Whimsy's, then his own.
Skaemon just looks down, goes to look at Whimsy, and immediately looks back at himself. What the fuck?
I thought all the patrons gave you the ability to see the marks. Interesting. Look, I'm gonna cut you a deal. I'll put you two back up in Atlantis, safe and sound.
I'm sorry, two?
Oh, yes, I have no orders to keep you safe. You aren't chosen. You have no mark.
Oh, that's lovely.
I will place you two back on Atlantis. I will double down on the orders to not attack any submarines that you have boarded, and you can leave. Because the Unending developer does not want to get involved in the affairs of the other patrons. Attacking you two was a mistake.
Better idea. No.
No.
And fuck off.
Okay, before you fuck off, though, I do have, like, a few more questions.
Of course you do.
Well, yeah, this is, like, the perfect opportunity. Okay. All right. So, like, have you been, like, lying? And, like, you said that, like, the same person has been in charge of this place since, like, the beginning of it. So, like, what are these, like, these little, like, you know, inky black things? Like, what are they on about? About being, like, original, blah, 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 blah. Like, did you just, like, tell them that to, like, make them fight for you? I said that's pretty smart.
No, that's an idea they got in their heads themselves. Apparently they were displaced from their home plane and wish to control this one in its name.
Which plane is that?
Did they not tell you? The Void.
Okay, cool. What are they?
I don't know. I've been calling them Voidlings. And I haven't been told
course you
otherwise.
Why would you know anything useful? Of course you don't know.
I know plenty useful.
How to be a jackass is not useful.
It's served me well so far.
Oh, it's about to stop.
Yeah.
Really curious though, like what about like the other people? Like what are you planning on doing with them? Like I got some like enslavement vibes, but like, you know, like what type are we talking about?
The Voidlings need to understand how mortals' inner functions work. They are to be examined, most of them, those that survive the process or are chosen otherwise will be used to gather some resources for us, and those who are chosen for neither are discarded.
That's fucking awful. Is that just happening here? Like, just here on the plane of water?
Right now,
What does that mean?
I mean, I don't know what the Unending developer intends for me. I have never left this plane, and I have never been ordered to do so. But I do not know the Unending developer's intentions. I do not know their plans. I know that they seek a change of leadership here. Perhaps there are stagnant planes elsewhere that also need a change in leadership that I will be sent to.
Okay, so how does this fit in with like the whole despair thing? Like, is that the same like person you're working for? Is that the same thing?
The uninspired is offered her chosen. That is to say, it does not relate to despair in the slightest, only that we have made additional progress with one who is disparaged.
What? Who would that be?
The uninspired.
Zan does seem pretty uninspiring. I'm guessing that's who it is.
Are we still in the like water suits?
Yes.
Okay.
So, shall I send you two back to Atlantis and dissect this one, or are we going to have additional issues?
Yeah, no, we're gonna have a lot of additional issues. Because no. We're not doing that. And no.
Well, that's a problem, because I'm not supposed to hurt you two or get directly involved in your affairs at all. But I can't just so much as let someone like him go free, as he nods towards Wade.
I didn't do anything.
No, but you've seen far too much already.
Well, lucky for me, there's this, well, actually, unluckily for everyone involved, there's this thing called, Survivor's Guild. I don't feel like dealing with that again. So we're not gonna do that. Yeah? Great. So, I was really hoping you'd try and interrupt me there because I have no idea where I was going with this sentence.
Oh no!
I'm still so confused. What is happening? That one, pointing to Wade, that one is, part of my current, nope, we're not gonna word that because otherwise she will not let me live it down.
Our group.
Current affairs.
He is our friend. He's
Fair.
our buddy. All of the above. All of the above. We love Wade around here. I think what we're trying to say, Skimon, is that you should just dissect all of the other people. Like,
No,
No!
that
my-
is the opposite of
family.
what I'm saying.
oh wait, yeah, your loved ones, and yeah, you should let them be exempt too.
What I'm saying
Oh god.
is that our current affairs, as you said, are now this situation. because I've now been involved in this situation, and I cannot leave until this situation is solved. And us just going right back to square one,
Can I not just...
without a guide, is not helpful.
Can I not just send you back and tell you to ignore all of this?
No. No, you really can't, because, no. There is no ignoring all of this. What the fuck are we supposed to do? Just pretend it doesn't exist? I would love to do that. I try to do that with her, and yet there she is. Still a thorn in my side. I can't let this go.
Pretty rude, Escamon.
Mm-hmm.
You're one to talk.
Honestly, my guy, I would be like totally fine to just like get back to Atlantis and just continue my vacation and let this happen. But some people are kind of on a mission, so you're gonna have to convince him.
Okay, well, you can't see the marks, so maybe you're not fully chosen, and it wouldn't be a huge deal if I killed you. It's possible that your patrons are still mulling it over.
I doubt that. They're too good.
That could be why you can't see the marks. And
Damon is going to jump off the back of the couch at this point and try and stand behind the couch.
And I was specifically informed to kill anyone who gets in my way.
So we're at an impasse here, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Whimsy, you like just absolutely stabbing people for no reason, right?
Oh, I'm sure there'd be plenty reason for her to stab me.
I wasn't asking you. Hey, Whimsy.
It was to say, like, I generally don't kill people for. I never kill anyone for no reason. I only do things to benefit myself, Scamon. Like, hello.
Well, I suppose
Something tells me we're just gonna die in this situation, so if we are, you two, you ready to die?
No, I'm not ready to do something that's like literally never gonna happen to me.
You want to test that theory?
What?
You want to put that theory to the test?
What if, instead of sending you back to Atlantis, I set free the submarine that you are aboard and send you back there? The three of you and all the passengers can go free without a care in the world. As long as you promise to keep your nose out of my business.
We can't let you hurt people.
I mean, we'd be protecting the people that we told that we would protect. I feel like that's all we have to do.
But we also said we'd get the other people to safety as well. On the
you're making sense! Oh my goodness! She's gonna, like, lift a hand up and, like, pat him on the back. I'm so proud of you. This is progress. Oh yeah, wait, you do have a family, don't you? Yeah, can we just get Wade's family back? If they're not already dead?
I don't know who Wade's family is.
Can we tell you, and then you give us them back, and then send us to the ship, and then leave that alone?
No, because there's an entirely realistic possibility they've already been dissected.
What? You're lying.
Buddy,
No.
didn't she say that the person you were looking for was on the first submarine to be captured? like I've been trying to hold out hope, but because he said it, I'm gonna say it here. There's a very real possibility that she's doesn't exist anymore.
About 50%.
Like, we knew that already.
About 50% of every person on the submarines, on each missing submarine, has already been dissected. And we only intend to dissect about 50% of each submarine. It's possible whoever you're looking for is still alive,
What?
but more likely than not, they've either been dissected or discarded.
What do you do with those that you discard?
We send them back to the bottom of the ocean with no submarine. The pressure kills them instantly. It's a swift and painless death.
I won't believe that. They're still alive.
They might be, very well. I never said that your family is dead. I just said there's an entirely realistic possibility that they are. More than 50%, because about 20% of those who are not chosen for dissection get discarded. So about 60% of each submarine are dead.
You're a monster.
Oh, yes, very
Why
much
the
so.
hell would you... What? Why?
Because I was ordered to. I have to...
That's so meatless.
The Unending developer doesn't like me expending too much of my power to send people to safety. It's easier to just put them back where we got them. Which usually is the bottom of the... well, not the bottom, but the middle of the ocean, and the pressure kills them instantly. It's easier to discard them that way because their bodies are never found and they don't end up stinking up our facilities down here. I'm already pushing the amount that I'm supposed to use the Unending developer's powers by having brought you three here.
What, does it use the power to keep us here?
No, but it uses quite a bit to transport you an additional 5,000 leagues.
Damn, I was hoping I could waste it, but oh well.
And sending you all the way back up to Atlantis, that would have used quite a bit.
Yeah,
But
well, unfortunately, that's not an option.
I'm sure my lord would understand, of course, bringing you all the way here to tell you to back off because I can't kill you. Not unless I want to get myself in a bigger mess. But it looks like you're giving me no choice, and I mean, what exactly is a storyteller going to do? Talk me to death? It's the Winder.
That's me, right?
No, you are chosen as
No.
the Winder. She's
damn.
chosen as the storyteller. It's the Winder that I'm scared of. I don't even know what that means to wind. In this context, at least.
Well, maybe something like this. And Skamon's going to wind back his hand and throw one lust at the fucker.
Roll to hit. Roll initiative. All three of you roll initiative.
I was debating about throwing it at him or the eye in the corner, but he said that, and this is too perfect. Hold on, roll to hit and then roll for initiative?
Yeah, roll to hit, then roll initiative.
Can I argue, like, advantage for surprise for the hit?
Yes, you absolutely have advantage.
Thank goodness,
And also
because that
cool
was
person
a 2.
moment.
That
It came
is
with
so
cool
much better
dialogue and everything.
than a 2. One thrown. Oh, that's not to hit. That is damage. That will be A 22 to hit.
22 against Ace is going to hit.
I don't like how uncertain that was. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw from Ace. That is a 15.
Fail.
Okay.
He's bleeding.
That's blood loss, yeah.
And that will be fucking max damage. I love this shit. That will be 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of piercing damage to Ace.
And of course, I had to get the 2 as a roll, anyways.
All right. That brings us to initiative rolls. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
18.
Okay, Whimsy, 18. 15 to 10.
11. Oh my god, my voice.
11 for Wade. And Skamon?
7. I've just realized that I've forgotten exactly where I put my initiative bonus, and so I've been using a lower bonus than my actual initiative.
You said
For, like,
7,
while.
Wade?
Yeah. Or, no, 7 for Skamon. 11 was Wade.
That's what I meant to say, was Skamon.
Yep. 7. Because, you know, I had to have the roll of 2 somehow, so might as well use it for initiative rather than to hit.
Give me half a second here.
Is our movement, like, affected because of these stupid fucking suits that we're wearing?
No. The suits do
Okay,
not
good.
affect your movement. Sorry, Wade, what is your initiative bonus?
5.
Okay. Okay. That brings us to Whimsy, you're up. As Skamon throws the blade, it pierces into Ace, and he kind of, okay, we're doing this the hard way. As he clutches at the wound, the blood that spills is what Wade, what you would expect from a water elemental. This kind of almost light blue, this like light blue, almost slightly purple colored blood spills from the wound, but there appears to almost be flecks of gold within it. As he clutches at the point where the blade hit, you see he reaches to his waist. Whimsy, what do you do?
Wait, she, in typical Whimsy fashion, was totally like, wow, you know, I think this guy's kind of cool. I don't know about it. Like, let's just side with him. And immediately, just like that, now that we're gonna kill him, she's, grinning ear to ear, ready to go. How far away is he?
He's about 10 feet away from you, give or take.
Okay. Guess I'll just do good old classic. I'll go ahead and do a 4th level chromatic word with the guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Don't forget the surge roll.
Yes, yes, yes. To hit, that's a 23.
23 to hit. Is going to hit, yes. Go ahead and roll damage for me. And what damage
Okay.
type? Cold?
Cold, yes. And let me see if I surge. Nay.
Nay
Damn.
surge. So how much damage?
We are calculating.
Okay. As you channel this cold energy into this chromatic orb, launching it towards Ace Talkish, poof, it slams into him as he kind of falls over the back of his armchair.
$37 cold.
37 points of damage. As boof, the chromatic orb slams into your target. Whoops. He's not... no, he has an extra 0 in there for hit points. I
He's
almost
dead.
did... I almost did over 200 damage to him with your attack. Boof! Your chromatic orb slams into his chest as he kind of stumbles from the weight of the blow. Anything else?
Da 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 da. She kind of, as she hits, she like mock cringes and gives a little bit of a shrug. Sorry to do it to you. You're kind of hot. And nay. Well, actually, no. She's if she can, she's gonna. I know we don't have a map, but she's gonna kind of put like a good, maybe 20 feet distance between them, if there's enough room for that.
You back up towards the wall of the room as he stands. Ah, you fucking bastard!
There is still the eye in the corner to remind people.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Yeah,
Uh,
No
she'll
longer be in the corner, but
go in the direction that is not the eye. Yeah, that's my turn.
As he stands, ah, you fucking bastard! He then says something in a language you don't understand, and the eye suddenly manifests into a physical form stretching down from the ceiling, and is going to attempt a constrict attack on Whimsy. Does a 10 hit?
Does not.
What about a 14?
That also does not.
It attempts to wrap itself around you to bind you in place, but you've fought one of these things before, though smaller in size, and you're easily able to pull out of the way of the attacks, dodging both attempts to constrict you. That brings us to Wade. You're up.
Oh, I was muted. Okay. Okay, wait. Wait, who got restricted?
No one.
Okay, sorry.
The eye in the corner, the voidling, attempted to restrict Whimsy, but failed.
Oh, okay, that's what I heard. Okay. Ooh. I feel like probably the void thing should be taken care of at the moment. Let me think. Okay, we do still have the +1 dagger, which is nice. Nah, Wade's going for the big guy. Well, not the big guy, but you know, Ace.
Yeah, the voidling is actually bigger than Ace.
Yeah, not the big guy. Strictly not the big guy. We're going for the little guy, Ace. Ace is getting, we're gonna go ahead and, tend to, move forward and, attack him with the +1 dagger we got.
Okay. You pull out the dagger, jumping over the coffee table to bring it down on Ace. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Can I use insightful fighting first?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. Insight. Where is that? Damn, I feel like this roll might have just been wasted, but that's gonna be a 27.
27 definitely succeeds. You see him reaching for a pair of blades that had been hidden by his coat. You see his eyes flick towards Scamon, ready to strike, and you realize the opening. Quickly thrusting your dagger towards the target, go ahead and roll to hit.
Watch us miss this. Ew, that actually might. 14? Wait, no, not a 14. I only accounted the +1. It's a 13. 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and you do get sneak attack because of insightful fighting.
I only was accounting the +1 from the +1 dagger.
Good thing you caught that.
That would have been so devastating. Okay. 1d6 for the dagger. Wait, no, 1d4. It's a dagger, not a sword.
No, but you do get a bunch of sneak attack damage.
This is true. We love sneak attack damage. All right, that's gonna be 6 from the dagger itself, just plain.
Okay.
All right. Can I find?
6 from the dagger.
Okay, 5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not great. Okay. Yikes. 6, 7, 8, 10, 13 points of sneak attack damage. That was not great, not bad, but you know.
Could be worse, could be better.
Oh. Yeah.
As the dagger drives into Ace's shoulder, just as he's about to pull the blades and jump for Scamon, you kind of you forcibly readjust his footing as you drive your blade through his shoulder blade, seeing that just small moment of opening.
As Wade does this, he will like drive it in and he'll just say, "Oh, I don't think so."
Ah! Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, because that is pretty much movements. That is everything. Yes.
That brings us to Ace Talkesh. As he looks at you, get off me! I need a wisdom save from you and Scamon.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, from who and who?
Wade and Scamon.
Math 20, soft 20.
5.
25 and 20?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. You guys, Scamon, you feel something try to pull at you. That same sensation that made you sit. The same sensation that brought you to the marble room. The same sensation that brought you here. But it's weaker. He's forced it too much. And you're able to resist it. And then suddenly Wade is standing basically on top of you and collapses. You realize in that moment he tried to swap your places. And unfortunately, Wade does fail the save.
Oh no.
So, you and Wade are now sharing a space, effectively.
Oh no!
You are, like, Wade doesn't appear inside you. He kind of, like, he falls kind of on you, but you're not officially prone, so, like, you kind of stumble, but manage to keep standing. But he does draw a pair of these. He pulls the two handles that are barely visible from beneath his jacket, and you see there is no blade on them. He quickly rushes up towards you, Skamon. He pulls his arms back like he's about to stab you, and then you see suddenly a blade appear, made of a crimson metal. It almost looks like metallic blood as the blades come down upon you.
Oh, joy.
Does a math.
Probably does. Let's see.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Does a 16 hit?
Also, yes, I have the worst armor class.
And
Great.
that is also a 19, so that's 3 hits. Ching, ching, ching. The blades carve your flesh, cutting into you, as you feel this sharp pain shoot through your veins. That is 18 points of necrotic damage from the first hit, 18 from the second, and 9 from the third.
Okay, so that's...
$45 total damage.
Uh-oh.
That brings us to Skamon, you're up. Bleed. End of his turn. Roll that for me.
Yeah, I did. That is 2.
2 points of bleed damage, and that is a 15 on the saving throw.
Fail.
Okay.
That's a problem.
And he is
however-
now right in front of you.
Joy, okay. So Skamon didn't actually, recall Bloodlust back to his hand. He just kind of threw it and then let it sit there, so... Not sure if he, took it out and held onto it, or if he took it out and, threw it.
The blade would probably still be in him then, if Skamon never recalled it.
Oh, it's still in him. Wonderful. Okay.
Sorry, I just assumed that you had.
No, I was going to say it. I was going to say, and he'll, recall the blade back, but I was like, no, you know what'd be funnier is if he didn't, and that he did it later. Which, you know what? This is going to be fun. Bonus action casting Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Because fuck you.
You feel the energy course through you as you cast Zephyr Strike.
And he is going to effectively, as best as he can, he's going to, kind of, go around, yet still, kind of jumping over the couch, and essentially going to where Ace just came from.
Okay.
He comes over here, Skamon's going over there.
You quickly move over to where Ace came from.
And things over by Whimsy. Shit, actually, how close was Whimsy to us?
She moved 20 feet away.
Okay, nope, she's actually not going closer to that thing. We are going to... mark that. Well, the only thing we can do now is attack, so, it's going to... Yeah, this one's more problematic. We'll recall Bloodlust to his hand, from the guy's chest.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll throw it at the eye.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That will be 16 to hit.
The blade looks like it sinks through the eye, but then you realize it's phased through it. The eye barely physically there. Again, like it's barely maintaining its hold on this plane.
Did it get damaged?
No.
No.
You officially missed. Its armor class is so high because of the unstable form, blah blah blah.
Okay, good. I was like, hold on, did it previously take damage and I'm just dumb and missed that?
No, you just missed.
I just missed. Okay, seeing that, we'll once again recall it to his hand and then just throw it at the one that he was previously able to hit. We'll chuck it back at Ace.
Okay, go ahead, roll to hit.
Better. 24.
24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey, I need another Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah, that's absolute shit. 2 levels of bleed.
Perfect. And that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. At least I assume an 8 fails.
Oh yeah, no, it does. Very much so.
Did you roll the force damage as well?
The force? No, because I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
It's a
The
trigger
blade-
thing. I haven't triggered it yet.
Right. The blade pierces into Ace's back before he's even able to fully process where you've gone.
Wonderful. Since he's not fully able to process where I've gone, I'm going to recall it and I'm going to throw it again with my Gloomstalker attack.
Okay, roll that.
Because this is the time I get 3. I love this fucking class. It's great. And this one, I'm going to use the Zephyr Strike, so I'm going to give myself advantage on this one. Because it's, right, that's how it works. It's advantage, and then that one is force. I think. I read it, and then
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, that's how it works. I'm correct. I figured it out. Which is good, because it was needed. Never mind, it's the same roll twice. 16.
16 does not hit.
Yeah, of course not.
The blade moves. It looks like it's about to pierce straight into the back of his neck as it's flying. And it actually
am I able to use if I miss an attack, I can use reaction to try and re-roll that. Can I do that with the advantage from Zephyr Strike as well?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, it's already much better. So that is also going to be a 24.
Hits. Roll damage.
Another Constitution saving throw, please.
10. I already rolled it because I assumed that the attack at advantage was gonna hit.
Perfect. So that's 3 levels of bleed on this fucker. I needed more dice, damn it. That's fine. That will be 8 more points of piercing damage.
And force?
And the force damage, which is a d8. And 7 points of force damage. Hell yeah.
7 points of force. As the blade finds itself in his back again, he kind of turns to look at you. A fierce anger, hatred in his eyes, even.
Yeah, the look earlier, Skamon's like calm but anger. It's less calm now, so he's getting the look right back.
Anything else?
He's going to recall the blade, put it in his hand, and then just give a little wave. Just a taunting little wave. While swearing at himself, going, "This is a stupid fucking idea." And that's it.
So, is that blade your gift, then? From your patron?
Well, unless they've been with me for, how long have I had you? 8 years now? Maybe. Probably not, though, because I'm pretty sure I got this from my mother. So, unless my mother's my patron, which I doubt.
I'll make you all drown. As suddenly the living room fades around you, and you are
great.
deep underwater. You still see Ace and the Voidling. Everything is about space the same, but you are now underwater. You're not sure how deep underwater, but you feel some of the water begin to sink in through the holes in your suit, Skamon.
Okay, I was about to ask. That's a problem.
As you all now move at half speed and have disadvantage on most attacks. There is a short list of attacks that are not at disadvantage. I need to pull up the player's handbook real quick. Melee attack. A creature that doesn't have a swim speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. A ranged attack automatically misses a target beyond the normal range, even against a... and has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a thrown weapon. Creatures and objects fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. That does that is the layer action to transport you here. Whimsy, you're up. You are now completely underwater.
All right. Okay, wait. So I might just be like a dumb head that didn't hear it, but like, did it mention spells at all?
No. The only mention is that everything has resistance to fire damage.
Oh well, damn. This is looking good for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're just gonna do what we normally be doing. Yeah, might as well go all out. Or mostly all out. Yeah, I'll do another 4th level chromatic orb ace damage.
Okay, go ahead, roll the hit.
Let me do my search first. That is a wild surge.
Ooh, roll a d100.
Alrighty. That's a 38. What a comforting sound, yes.
Oh, this is just one of my favorite Wild Surge results, because it's just stupid. Oh, and of course I rolled the lowest number, so I don't even get to have a lot of fun with it. Hang on, need to grab the monster manual. You suddenly see appearing about 20 feet from you, just manifesting under the water, this strange creature. It almost looks like a slimy disc with a bunch of tentacles and 2 eye stalks. As a singular flump appears within about 20 feet to your left. And it looks terrified.
No, my guy!
Result number 38. 1d6 flumps, controlled by the DM, appear in unoccupied spaces within 60 feet of you and are frightened of you. They vanish after 1 minute.
No! Our flumps can hold their breath for a minute. Right talent. Oh man, that's so sad. Oh. All right. I feel like there's definitely a moment of distraction from Whimsy where like she has to like do like a quintuple take and like screams flump like underneath her mask.
Poor plumps.
And then yeah, we're gonna hurl that ice ball at my lad there, and I did go ahead and roll damage. That is gonna be 34 cold damage.
34 points of... Did you roll to hit?
I don't think I did.
I don't remember you rolling to hit.
All right, let's hope I don't flub this baby up. All right, ready. Macaroni pizza, 25.
Hits. So then that was 34 damage, you said?
I believe 34, yes.
Poof! The chromatic icy orb slams into Ace as he kind of spins in the air a little bit. Or not in the air, in the water, kind of being pushed back a bit as well under the might of the attack. Anything else?
We
I should
are...
roll initiative for the flump. Hang on. Anything else?
She's going to... She's going to swim over and try to position herself, like, between the flump and the dude to make sure it doesn't get hit. But that's it.
Are you getting close to the flump?
She'll probably go at, like, I guess, a diagonal? Okay, she wants to get in between the dude and the flump while getting as close to the flump as she can. Because it's cute.
Okay.
Whimsy doesn't have a concept of, oh no, this thing is spooked, I shouldn't do this.
I'm trying to think. 'Cause movement underwater, your movement speed is halved.
Mm-hmm.
But it's implied that that's working off your walking speed. Flumps work on a flying speed and have a 5-foot walking speed. So
I feel like...
would that mean that they have a 2.5-foot swimming speed?
I mean, if they work off of, like, a flying or floating speed, I feel like it would just be...
Or would it be a 15-foot swimming speed because of their flight? I think I am going to go based on their flying speed.
I mean, yeah, because it's just flying through thicker air.
Mm-hmm. So it is going to dash and move 30 feet away from Whimsy. Looking absolutely terrified of her specifically. And then that brings us to the Voidling. Which is going to attempt to constrict Skamon because it is not happy about what Skamon is doing to Ace. Skamon does a 15 or a 16 hit.
Yeah, it does.
You are restrained.
Wonderful. Any damage?
And you take 9 points
Damn.
of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I don't have my sheet out right now, so I'm just going to put that in Voice of the Voiceless.
Okay.
So that's what that is.
And then it is going to make a slam attack against you, which is going to be a 24 to hit.
If I had to guess.
I'll take that as a no, but I'm going to roll damage anyway. Which is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of quote-unquote psychic. So, another 12 damage.
We're doing fine, guys. We're great, you know.
That brings us to Wade. You're up. Notably, Skamon, with the... You have the cloak, right? That Wade gave you?
No, Skamon
No.
didn't take it.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, he expected to die. He is fully prepared to die right now. He's trying not to, but he's preparing for it, so he didn't take the cloak.
Please don't die. Okay, okay. Wade is going to... I wish I was playing some type of spellcaster, healer, something. Oh boy. I don't... Can Wade try to... I feel like Wade needs to try to make himself seem as like a bigger target or threat, but it's kind of hard to do with these two here.
It's also kind of hard to do when you when given a choice of level, you chose to be lower level than the main characters.
I forgot about that, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Skamon and Whimsy are
Wait.
level 12, you're level 10. You
I don't
chose
know why
that.
you did that.
It makes
Oh,
sense for
huh.
Wade's character. It does make sense for Wade to be a lower level, which is why I gave her the choice of levels 7 through 14.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have map by chance?
No, we do not.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I can envision it. Where is everyone located, sort of? I know the flumps are kind of everywhere.
The singular flump is about, give or take, 50 feet away from the main combat. The Voidling is currently wrapped around Skamon, who's about 10 feet away from Ace, who is directly in front of you.
Where was Whimsy again? I'm so sorry.
Whimsy's about 20 feet away from you. Ace,
20 feet,
again,
okay.
is within 5 feet of you. He is right in your face.
Because we already did the insightful fighting, I think we're going to attack.
Ace again?
I
Mhm.
think it would be smart to just
Yes,
try to.
it would, because that
shank him.
insightful fighting lasts for a minute.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be a 25.
A 25 is absolutely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I put up all the dice. Why would I do that? That was silly of me. One moment. Where is the pointy one? The pointy one. I need the pointy one. I got the pointy one. That's gonna be 9 points of
Is that including
Stabby.
sneak attack?
No, not yet. Sorry, I do those separately. Probably, inconvenient, but
No, it's fine. Then roll sneak attack.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try to get a little bit better this time, guys. Or, you could. Well, okay, that'll work. That is 12, 16, 17, 18. 18 for sneak attack.
18 points of damage. Your blade finds its mark again just as Ace is about to turn and move towards Skamon. Your blade finds its mark, lodging itself directly into one of the wounds from Skamon's sword. As you draw more blood that disperses into the water around you, Ace screams in pain.
How's it looking so far?
He's looking surprisingly hurt. But
All right.
also, like, he part of you is surprised by how hurt he looks, but part of you is surprised by the fact he's not dead yet.
Okay. So I don't think we officially pulled out weapons or anything technically. It takes an action to technically pull out another
No.
weapon, huh? No?
No.
Okay. We're going to use short sword dagger combo then.
Okay.
With +1 dagger being the dagger.
Yep.
And we're going to
Stab bonus
try
action
to-
with the short sword.
bonus action slash and dice.
Okay, go ahead, roll that.
That one is going to be not quite a natural 20, but you know, it was so close. 28.
28 hits. Roll damage.
20. D6 with cold. That's gonna be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
And as Wade does these attacks in a quick succession of each other, he will just say, "Let them go." All of them.
That brings us to Ace. As he glances between you and Skamon, clutching the various wounds. I am too important to die here.
He still takes the bloodlust damage, right?
Yes, he does. Go ahead and
We're
roll.
up to 3 now,
Yes,
correct?
we are up to 3 stacks of bloodlust.
Oh, I was so close. I was so close to rolling max there. That will be 10.
Alright. I am too important to die here. As you feel the world shift slightly, as if everything is suddenly bending to a will. And then, as if he were never there, Ace is gone. You are back outside the submarine, and the voidling that has been engulfing it has its attention on you, ready to fight.
Oh, great. It's still here.
Skamon, you're up.
Wonderful. Well, that's a problem. How... Oh, wait. It's holding on to me, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Which
I'm casting
now,
Cure Wounds on
now
myself.
that the submarine is back, what is binding you is no longer just the formless voidling. You are now like strapped by brass straps onto the side of the submarine. But these straps don't feel like brass; they feel fleshy.
Great. Okay. So that's a problem for a different time. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
on
go ahead and
myself
roll
at
that
3rd
healing.
level.
Go ahead and roll that healing.
That is absolute shit. Sorry, I'm slightly farther away from my mic right now. Excuse me a sec. Okay. I have to readjust. What's that? 7, 8 plus not charisma. Wisdom. 8, 11. Okay. And then I don't think I can do anything on my bonus action. The fuck am I what am I able to do with my bonus action? I need to figure that out. That's gonna be it for me though this turn.
Okay. That brings us to, because Ace is gone, he doesn't have his layer action, so that brings us to Whimsy. You're up.
Wait. So we just have. Is this the same voidling?
Yes. This
Okay.
the voidling that is now wrapped, or that is once again wrapped around the submarine, is the same one that you have been or that has been part of this fight thus far.
Okay.
Hey, Helen, I just realized I have because of Ranger, I have a swimming speed equal to my walking speed.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
I also forgot about that. But that is absolutely a thing that I believe that was introduced with Tasha's Ranger.
It is. That's what I'm looking over right now.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, go on, Whimsy.
Good. Da. Yeah. Like how many spell slots I've used. I'm not really a big fan of it. This game unlock? How hurt does game unlock?
You probably can't tell because of the suit. However, the suit is torn in places, and he is being held up against the wall by brass, essentially.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I will say he did seem to maneuver his hands in a way where he could like clasp them together, and then a glow emitted from them, one that is you'd recognize as his healing, if that affects her decisions at all.
Still in a little bit of a predicament. I mean, we're just gonna keep on going at it. I'll do another 4th level chromatic orb.
Okay, go ahead, roll the hit.
26.
26 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Right. Oh, let me see if I search again. Nay. Okay. That's 39 cold damage.
39 points of cold damage. The chromatic orb slams into the side of the submarine, and immediately you see the outer layer of brass, and the parts that are still that inky black voidling skin, might be the word, suddenly becomes semi-translucent, and Scamon is released from the grapple.
Good. We like
Hell
this.
yeah.
It was 39, you said?
Indeed.
Okay.
As far as movement, Whimsy has morals. She's still shielding this flump, especially doing her best to be between it and this this horrific monster. Yeah, she's just gonna stay firm. That's her turn.
Okay. That brings us to the Voidling, which, you see these, like, strands of brass reach out to try and bind you, Whimsy, but you, having fought one of these things before by now, recognize that it's not going to work, as they wrap around you and pull, as if to pull you into the submarine, and just phase straight through you. Right at the end of its turn, as the brass slams back against the side of the submarine, you see it solidify again. Wade, you're up. Blood begins to stain the waterplane oceans.
Wade's gonna try to move closer to the Voidling and, there's not really much Wade can do for Skamon or...
You have a 60-foot swimming speed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Wade does.
This
Wade
is
should be able to...
yeah, plenty easy for you.
I won't lie. I totally forgot that I had a 60-foot swimming speed this entire time.
The
Okay,
water
okay,
is
yeah.
not an issue for Wade Waterson.
Quick question: Are we in what's considered darkness?
Yeah. More
Okay.
dim light than darkness, but close enough to darkness.
So it would be considered darkness.
Yeah, but I'm not going to give disadvantage on dark because of
No,
darkness.
I just because of that, I don't actually think that either Whimsy or Wade can see Skamon.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that is I ain't got no dark vision.
I need to remember my stupid shadow things.
Yeah, Skamon is basically invisible in darkness.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you
okay.
probably knew where he was because you could see where the brass was. You could probably hear him get hit, but like, you probably can't see him anymore.
Mm-hmm. You can see
We
what
probably
he
don't know how
affects.
damaged he is.
Yeah. You can see the blood begin to stain the ocean around him, and you can see what he affects, but seeing him himself is very difficult.
Okay, so we know he's hurt, but don't know how hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, without thinking about it much, Wade's just gonna chase down the void lane.
Okay.
I will roll for that. As soon as I find where I put my dice. Where did my dice go? I swear, I lose my dice like every 5 seconds. The fuck? Now we'll just use that one. That's gonna be a 13?
13 to hit.
Yeah.
Completely misses. Your blade meets your blade meets brass as the voidling hardens against your attack. It's learning.
Ooh, okay. Also, I feel like new enemy Wade would have used Insightful for the bonus action as well.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll insight there for me.
Mm, 23.
Beats an 11, probably.
Just maybe a smidge.
So yeah, it is now marked. You are able to read it as best as you can read something that's kind of a formless blob of void.
I know its next move before it moves.
I mean, that is basically what the Inquisitive Rogue is.
Yes. Oh my god, he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
my god!
Yeah, you made the police officer a rogue.
Hey. Police
He's
investigator.
An inquisitive rogue, though. Yeah,
Police
yeah.
investigator.
So-
Not police officer, police investigator.
Rogues don't always have to be sneak thieves, okay? I just always have my characters be sneak thieves.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what?
I mean, they might not be good at it, but they're sneaky.
Anything else, Wade?
That is gonna be his moves.
Skamon, you're up.
Wonderful. So I've done the smart thing and actually looked through the Ranger class features and subclass features, and I have learned that I have a bonus action. That's interesting. First things first, I forgot to roll concentration for Zephyr Strike, so I'm just gonna say that with the amount of times he got hit, that's down.
Fair enough.
Because I forget. So he no longer is immune to opportunity attacks, which sucks.
Yeah, and unfortunately this thing does not rely on dark vision, so you are not invisible to it.
Yeah. Literally, I don't think that Skama doesn't think that throwing something at this guy will be smart if it hits at all. So he's going to attempt to swim up towards the eye itself.
Okay.
And will stab at that.
Go ahead and roll the hit. As the eye is staring at you, it's pretty easy to locate it.
Natural 20. For a 26.
That definitely hits. That crits.
Yes! I don't know if it can bleed, but Constitution saving throw. If it can.
How about a 7?
No, that's good. Let's see. So that will be just normal damage. We're stabbing, so that's 8 plus. That's 13 points of piercing damage.
You pull your blade and move to strike the creature in its eye and drive the blade through. You hear the blade scrape part of the brass on the other side of the actual submarine. And the eye shifts rapidly, though it does not cut itself as it shifts. You do see this inky black, almost blood-like substance begin to leak out of the eye as the creature seems to panic.
That's good. This
and
is good.
Remains physical.
Okay, great. Perfect. I'm going to take it out of the eye. I'm gonna stab it in the eye again.
Roll to hit.
That'll be an... that misses. That misses. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, misses.
Yeah, I failed to hit with a 16.
Whimsy, you're up.
Okay. Hold on, I have a bonus action still.
You're right.
I have 2 options. I can either bonus action stab or bonus action fuck off. Nope, screw it. We're gonna bonus action stab the fucker.
Okay, roll that.
That also misses. That's a 15.
As your blade meets hardened brass again, it's learning, it's evolving. Whimsy, you're up.
Right. We see it bleeding. That's like a good sign.
Probably.
Probably. Unless Skamon just decided to start bleeding inky black, which kind of seems like his style. So
I mean, what color would his blood be? Would it be normal red, or would it be a slightly different color because tiefling from Shadow?
Skamon's blood would be a very dark blue, like not quite black, but very dark blue.
Okay, there we go. No, it could be Skamon. You don't know. You can't really tell color.
that is true.
The blood coming from this creature is far too thick to be Skamon's.
All right. Oh, cries and spell slots.
You could convert sorcery points.
Yeah, well, you see, I've kind of used almost all of them too, so... Alright. We're gonna try to be, a little bit, conservative at the moment. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a Ray of Frost.
Okay, roll to hit. As the ray of frost shoots out towards the creature.
22.
Hits, roll damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's gonna be 23 cold.
23 points of cold damage. And as the ray of frost strikes into the creature, its form becomes semi-translucent. It ceases to exist. Not completely vanishing, but ceases to, or begins to struggle to exist. As the unstable form activates. Anything else?
Nay.
The flump uses its action to dash to get further away from you specifically. That brings us to the Voidling, which currently doesn't exist. It attempts to constrict Whimsy again, but phases through her, only to solidify at the end of its turn. Wade, you're up.
Alright, we're attacking this guy again. We got this.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh. Guys, I did it again. I lost the dice. Genuinely, where are my dice going? I've had to grab like 3 new d20s. What?
Sorry, I keep eating them.
Nom.
Don't worry. Okay, but no, I'm actually getting a little concerned as to where my dice are going.
Are you putting them in your pocket or behind the computer or something?
I don't think so. They're not like around on the ground. That's gonna be 26.
Hits. Roll damage. And you do get sneak attack from your insightful fighting.
Also, I did use the I technically did that out of order. It would be 27 to hit because the
That
main hand
definitely
is
hits
the
then.
dagger. Yeah, the main hand's the dagger. The second one is the short sword. So D4. That's gonna be 10 points of damage from the dagger alone. And now for sneaky. Nice. Nice. Oh, okay. I almost just rolled max damage on sneak attack.
Damn.
Damn, that would have been great.
Points. I was 2 points away from max damage on sneak attack.
So 28.
I was the same way with bleed earlier.
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Oh?
Wade Waterson,
Yeah!
how would you like to do this?
Okay. Seeing the Voidling, like attempting to grab at Whimsy again, Wade is going to very dramatically fly, not fly, swim, in between and just pierce the dagger, kind of, like, oh gosh, who here plays Skyrim? It's like the finishing. Yes, it's like when you kill the dragon. When you just like stab it straight down to the head and twist and discard the body.
You bring the blade down into the creature, twisting, hoping that maybe that might hurt it more like it would with a material plane or water plane creature usually. And as you do, you all hear this psychic scream echo in your minds. You feel this pain of a twisting blade in your heart. And you see the inky form dissipate, spreading out into the ocean. The brass encasing the submarine fading to this inky black.
Is it still attached to the submarine, or is it disappearing
No,
from the
it's
submarine
it's
itself?
dissipating into the ocean.
Okay, good. Seeing as you swim up to his face to do that, Skaman is going to reach up, or kind of swim over, and, like, effectively, Skaman materializes beside Wade, to all what Wade knows, as he reaches out and just grabs Wade, and, like, immediately starts looking and then swimming towards Whimsy.
Whimsy swoons at this finishing blow. Like,
uh, Wade will kind of jump a bit at being
Jump?
okay.
Or
Just
flinch?
yeah, flinch. I'm sorry. I wanted to reiterate. You can't technically jump underwater.
No, but you can flinch a lot.
Yeah. You said Skymon's grabbing him, right?
Yeah, Skaman grabs him by the arm and then immediately starts going for Whimsy.
We can't see him, right? Like, not really.
Okay, I'm gonna say you probably can now because Skaman is up in your face and is very close to you.
Still gonna be a massive flinch, though.
That's fair. Like I said, he kind of materializes beside you and then grabs you. You have going from completely alone to suddenly there is the guy. There he is. Where did he come from? No one knows. He's just there. So yeah, no, flinching makes sense.
where did he come from? Where did he go?
Why are both of my online characters have been referenced to Cotton Eye Joe now? Both of them. Both of them have. Why? I know
Bina,
why,
have you
actually.
ever
I know
thought
why.
maybe you just make characters like Cotton Eye Joe?
That song was written
Ayla?
by a Canadian.
Oh hell yeah, that's great.
What?
Hey, Ayla. Shh.
No.
You're gonna spoil the surprise. Shush. Pat, you know, head pats. But otherwise, shush.
Oh, head pats. Okay, I shush.
Yes, pat. Don't tell secrets that you don't know.
Okay, I won't.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell all the secrets.
Anyways, Skaman is booking it over to Whimsy, grabbing her, and then booking it back to the ship as fast as fucking possible.
And Wade will help. In fact, I imagine it would be more so Wade dragging you guys along.
Yeah, most likely.
Probably.
Skaman doesn't seem to be slowed by the water. He's just very freaked out by the water.
Okay.
I mean, 60 feet.
Scamon,
How fast can we go?
You guys are easily able to make it to the hatch, but at this point, Scamon, your suit has filled with water, and you have to close your mouth, and you can no longer breathe.
Okay, great. Skaman is actively, like,
What is your con
patting
bonus?
them to hurry the fuck up. It is... +2.
You have 3 minutes until you drown.
Okay,
Is this
yeah, no,
like
Skaman is,
clearly
patting.
obvious what's going on?
I mean, he's, like, patting you, like, gesturing towards the holes, and then, like, waving his hand in front of his face.
All right.
Interpret that how you will. He's panicking.
Wade will just say to Whimsy, "Get the hatch open quickly!" And Wade is going to kind of tear open their suit and try to pull off the cloak as quickly as possible to try to wrap it around Scamon.
You tear off your own suit?
They are used to water. They are used
He
to water.
is gonna
Not
try to
this
stop them real quick, and if I can, she's just gonna do mending on the suit.
Mending's
that
not gonna
takes-
help the water that's already in there.
That takes a minute to cast.
Let's just get into the ship.
Yeah, but like, it's, I mean, if you got 3 minutes to live, then like,
You don't know that. And also, if you try, Skaman immediately, like, snaps you out of it and just points to the door. He wants to get in. He does not want to be fixed. He wants to get the fuck inside.
We're the idiots outside, just like, oh wait, how can we help you? Hold on, speak to us. Use your words.
Skaman, speak! I can't!
That is exactly what's going on.
oh
right
my
now.
god,
Yeah,
that's
no,
amazing.
literally, he is essentially, like, actively smacking people in the face and pointing to the door.
And somehow, our characters have half a brain cell, Tori.
I mean, I can roll, like, performance with you guys rolling something to see if you can interpret him, because he's panicked, and he's moving a lot, so...
She's just gonna message real quick. Scamon, just let me like get your suit. Like, hold your breath.
Can I even message, or can I even
Yes,
respond
you
to the
can
message?
respond to message.
Okay, it is very loud in your head. He just goes, I can't breathe! Open the fucking door!
I feel like Whimsy probably actually laughed at that. And then she's gonna turn around and try to open the door.
Are you casting message on the captain to get him to open the door?
Yes, indeed. If there's not a if there's no way to get inside without doing that, then yes.
There's no
Wait, hold
clear
on,
hatch.
We were in a chamber. Did a door close behind us when we left the chamber?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, it was a
I was like, we didn't-
depressurization chamber.
that's fair.
I described to you that the door closed behind you, the room depressurized, then filled with water, and then a door in front of you opened.
Yes, that door in front of us opened, and the second we left that, we got transported somewhere else, so we didn't know if that door closed. Is that door open?
Oh, that door is open, yes. You can see the
Okay, great.
depressurization
So
chamber.
we're in that area. Is there's no windows in this depressure area?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, Skaman's actively, like, pointing to the door and, like, gesturing to Whimsy to hurry the fuck up.
Alright. Yeah, she's gonna try to cast message in the location where the captain was, at least. Hey, we killed the thing, let us in.
Immediately the outside door slams shut and the water in the room begins to drain.
Does it take?
Pardon?
How long does it take for the water to drain?
About 30 seconds.
Okay, good. How long does it take for them to actually open the door, I should say? Like, how long does it take until Whimsy does cast message?
I feel like pretty much right after you scream you can't breathe, she does.
Which, by the sounds of it, was probably 15 seconds.
Okay. I'm like, how much... How hard is he holding his breath right now? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's besides the point, though.
You've got about 2 minutes left.
Okay, yeah, no, he's fine. But still would like to get the fuck out of this thing.
But you are starting to go lightheaded as you hear the room... but as the room drains of water, the water begins to drain from your suit as well, flowing out through the holes that it came in through. And you manage to take a deep breath as they drain out.
The second that he can have 2 feet on the ground without being pushed back and forth, that's immediately when he detaches the helmet and effectively yeets the fucker.
You take a deep breath as the doors into the main sub open, and you see the captain is there along with the deckhand Saltek. As he kind of sighs in relief. You're all right.
Skaman is actively taking deep breaths, hands on his knees, bent over, and is coughing. The helmet is off in a corner, and there are obvious holes in this suit.
Are you okay?
I hate the fucking water.
You should have taken this in the game.
Okay. Earlier, someone asked me why I was so afraid of the water. No reason!
Next time, take the cape!
Yeah, you kind of did that to yourself, Gamon. But anyways, everyone, say yay, because we're heroes, and we, totally saved all of you guys.
Now? It might come back, or another one will. There are more of them.
We also still don't have engines to go up.
That too.
Okay, one victory at a time, you negative Nancys. We killed the thing, that's pretty good.
About that.
But...
The
good news,
engines...
please.
The engines reappeared while you were out there.
Oh, thank fuck.
Unfortunately, the dead are still dead, but
Yeah, well, they died. There's really no bringing that back unless you do magic or whatever. Get me the fuck out of this thing.
Yeah,
As I
very
attempt to try
sad.
and take the
We're
suit
mourning
off.
over here. Yeah. Actually, yeah. We should get out of these suits. These are gross.
Yeah, of course. He approaches you to help, but you see Salt Duck is looking between the two of you. Something in her eyes, more analytical than relief or some other look of gratitude, just studying you.
Right.
Whimsy will just
Sailor's
look at
just
her
gonna
and
ignore
just like tilt her head. If you're trying to think about songs to, sing about us and pass along to the, masses and whatnot, I can give you a few lyrics.
I'm no bard.
Oh, are you a
Good.
writer?
You can forget about
You want to
this.
write about us? I'm Whimsy,
Please
Silly Autumn
don't.
Lily. Tell everyone.
I am not telling you my name. Please don't.
Well, then you can just put mine then, if this individual doesn't want the credit for it.
I'm not the
Whimsy will flip
storyteller.
off. Skaven will flip off Whimsy.
I just want to talk to you alone once you're out of those suits.
I'm sorry. Hold on. What did you just say?
That I want to talk to you alone?
No, before that. What was before that?
I'm no storyteller.
Oh, you fucker.
I think this one's for you. Wade's gonna back off.
No, I want to talk to all three of you.
What? Huh? Me?
And I'm going dry first. You fuck off.
Absolutely, take
Skaven
your
is like
time.
fully drenched.
I need to talk to the three of you before we get off this submarine is all.
Great. Well, we should be. How? I don't fucking time. Whatever. Just. Whatever. Skaven's just like very huffy and so annoyed as he's like wringing out his hair.
The captain helps the three of you out of your suits. He thanks you, and he says, I cannot thank you enough. Once we dock, I'll try to think of some proper repayment.
Just be careful and be on the lookout. Another one might appear. It seemed that there was multiple. The thing outside was the same thing that attacked us in that room anyways. There could be more that will come back. We seem to have angered something. So just, if there is, throw us to the wolves or something. Just keep a lookout.
I need to get back. If the ship's back up and running now, I need to make sure we don't crash and we stay on course.
Okay, that sounds great and all, but like, can we go ahead and like expedite this repayment in the form of a meal? I'm like literally starving to death, like about to die.
Of course, Saltek, if you could bring them to the cafeteria, just tell the chef it's on me. Of course.
Towels or something? My wings are waterlogged.
Oh, actually, I've been studying magic. She snaps her fingers and casts prestidigitation as you feel your wings dry instantly.
Alright, cool. Skaman is going to essentially shake them, similar to how a dog would shake after coming in from the rain. Not really caring if it does spray any water, but he's just like shaking them to feel them be able to move.
Nice.
As he just kind of once again like drops his form into like kind of bending over as he just like sighs in relief.
The captain leaves, leaving you alone with Saltek, as she says, let's get you to the cafeteria. Let's get you some food. And then I want to talk.
Right. Perfect. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yep, let's go. First, actually, you two. Are you two okay? Are you bleeding? Am I still bleeding? I'm fine. Are you two bleeding? Are you two broken?
I'm a bit shaken up, but I'm unharmed and I'll manage. I'll manage.
Okay,
Oh, I
then I
am
don't have to worry
like
about you.
totally good. That's like another Eldritch Horror on the list of things that I've killed. I'm really starting to stack it up.
Great. Cool. So I don't have to worry about you two. You're fine. Wonderful.
Right this
All
way,
right.
then.
Yep, let's go. We have to go upstairs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Whoever is behind Skamon, they will most likely trip and fall a couple times, but like they will throw themselves upwards so they fall forwards, but they probably sway a bit. So whoever is behind Skamon, be careful.
Wade doesn't mind being on stabilization duty.
Yeah, I feel like Whimsy will help as well. Yeah, no, I don't think I count that toward the kill counter. Like, it needs to be her doing it, you know?
It's her killing it, not her fighting it.
That was her assist count.
Tabby is keeping track of the kill counter. I'm just giving her the information.
Okay.
But you guys are led back to you guys are led upstairs and to the cafeteria. You get some weird looks from guests. After all, Skamon is covered in blood and whatnot. But
I mean, is he? Because I feel like with all the water inside the suit, it probably washed away. He probably just has cuts.
that's true. He's not covered in blood, but he is still bleeding a little bit.
Okay. He's also, his wings might be dry. His hair is not.
Mhm.
And his clothes probably aren't either.
Yeah, so a lot of weird looks, but you are attended by a staff member, so they don't really notice, or they don't not notice. They don't question
They don't
it.
make a deal out of it.
Yeah, they don't make a big deal out of it. As you're led to the cafeteria, food is ordered, probably with some protests from Whimsy on them not having exactly what she wants.
Amazing.
But you guys are brought to a table towards the back with your food, away from prying eyes and ears, as Saltek glances between the three of you. Her eyes first pan to Whimsy and Skamon as she says, "You know me?"
You fucking Sally, right? That's the first one?
So
I
we
think-
have met, then.
Great! Yeah, I thought you looked familiar.
Okay.
Oh, you're the weird time person! I remember now. In the burning building or whatever.
That too.
Okay, I'll make note that there's a burning building I need to go to.
It's a laboratory. I forget which one it's called, but it's a laboratory in
I'll
the
find it.
Feywild, and yeah, you will. You know what you're doing. You were there already. Haha. I'm gonna eat first. We can talk after, or talk to these two. One of the two. I'm not paying attention.
Her eyes pan to you, Wade, as she says, "You've done a good job so far."
Thanks, I think. Yeah. I tried.
You've done more than you realize,
Oh?
and I appreciate it. These two getting to this point is far too important, and they would not have made it this far without you.
I do have to give you credit, Wade. That finishing blow was like top notch. Like, whoa. Like, I don't know if you kind of saw me like swoon in the water or not, but I did.
I'd be surprised if he missed it. It was really fucking obvious.
Sorry, Whimsy. I just it tried to grab you, and I just moved.
I want to make sure you continue to do a good job. So, I'm going to give you a slight incentive. Wade Watterson, the family member you speak, is still alive.
Alive?
I can guarantee that the one you look for is alive.
Okay.
Hopefully that is motivation enough for you to make sure these two continue to uncover the truth. Whimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Although you are not one of mine, I still want to congratulate you on a job well done.
Oh, well, okay, first of all, like, totally thanks. I appreciate it. What do you mean, one of yours? What do you mean by that?
You're one of Ambition's, not one of mine.
Oh, you mean buddy? Yeah, we're best friends. He's a total sweetheart. Has a thing for me, I can tell.
I don't know what his deal is. I don't know why he had to pick you. Or why he's getting involved in my business. But you have proved helpful.
Okay, like, look me in my eyes and tell me that I'm not the most ambitious motherfucker you've ever seen. Like, what do you think that he, like, come on? Like, it's not that hard. Like,
Yeah.
1 + 1 = me.
You know what? Yeah, if I have nothing else to say about Ambition, I can agree that he picks his quarry well.
Don't make it sound like I'm being hunted. We're besties. We're gonna, like, get together. I've already added him to my harem list.
I wonder if instead you should be the chosen of delusion, though.
Skaman at first raises an eyebrow and rolls his eyes at Whimsy, and then chokes on his food from trying not to laugh. As he quickly turns away.
What I
Ha
do,
ha, very funny.
what I do know is this. I don't trust Ambition. I don't know why he is involving himself in this, even if extensively through you. But he is, and so far it has not been detrimental. I do not know what game he's playing, but whatever game that is, I'm going to have to play by his rules for now. Which brings us to Skaman.
Skaman kind of has his head lower as he's eating, because he is actively shoveling food in his mouth. But he kind of, like, stops to make sure he, like, swallows everything. But without lifting his head, he raises his eyes to look at her, and then just quietly says, "What do you wind?"
All will be revealed soon.
Sure.
When you leave this plane, I will come to you then and explain everything. For now, the Winder is only one of my many titles. In fact, it is my least favorite of my titles. It feels insufficient to truly capture what I am.
What are you?
Like I said, All will be revealed in time. But you've discovered some of the truth now. What exactly did you just fight?
A creature from the void.
No.
No? Oh, great. Then what is it?
No, sorry. That is what you fought, a creature from the void, but more than that, what did you learn? What did you discover?
Is this a rhetorical question, or are you actually asking me?
I'm actually asking so I know what information you have.
Oh, joy. Okay, well, forgive me. I almost drowned, so I'm a bit fuzzy.
This isn't the last time this happens.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
As in you almost drowning.
Even
I am well aware of the state it puts you in.
It was fine before, but then this happened. Of course. Okay. You keep saying all will be revealed later or whatever, but like he ties into this, right? It's not two separate things. He's a part of this, correct?
There is a reason he was taken by the voidlings.
So yes, he ties into this.
They wanted him
One way or
specifically.
another.
Yes.
You are so annoying. Okay. Well, to do with him, he stole a few things from multiple different planes, and he keeps portaling. I guess it's technically teleporting to other planes, which is why we're here. Talking about the creatures themselves. They suck. When you hit them, they stop existing. They start re-existing once they have a moment to collect themselves. They hurt like hell. I don't think they could, at least the big one, didn't seem to be able to understand. No, seemed to be able to understand us, but didn't really seem to be able to speak. That could just be because it didn't want to. It was very big, very loud. It started becoming the ship. And then how tall was Ace?
Ace was about 5'8".
Cool. And then the short fucker. He kept talking about a bunch of things.
Short fucker.
That
Tell me about
short
the
fucker.
short fucker.
Said something about marks, and it's gonna be like air quote. Said something about a storyteller, and points to Whimsy. And the winder, and points to Sally.
She nods.
Was gonna kill him. What'd you say?
She nods when you point at her.
Oh, she nods. I thought she said chaos. I was like, hold on, what? And then he kept referring to someone. First of all, we didn't like that he kept referring it to original thing, so he just kept saying, "My lord." But then before that, he told us that its other title was the Unevolver. No, that's not it. Hold on, give me a second. The Unending Developer. That. But he had blades. They just had hilts, and then they became blades.
So he told you about the marks, and he told you about the Unending Developer.
Yeah, he also first transported us to this area that didn't actually exist, but it did exist, and we weren't in water. And then he decided to bring us back to the water, which was great. And then he disappeared.
Is Telkesh chosen of the Unending Developer, correct?
Is what?
Ace Telkesh, that was his name?
Yeah, that guy, the short fucker.
Okay.
He's pretty. I hate it.
He was pretty.
Why are the bitches always pretty?
They always
First
are.
Curai, then this one, and you, pointing to Sally. Why?
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, but in a different way, for now.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, I don't like you, actually. The only thing that you have caused me right now are problems and headaches. But not like that.
I understand that it's frustrating that I can't answer your questions right now. There are rules about our interference, however, and not just rules in the way that mortals understand rules, but rules like laws of nature.
Oh, wonderful.
I, specifically, am able to bend these rules a lot more than most of my kind. But I'm not able to break them. I can't spoil the future for you. I can't tell you where you're going or where you're becoming. I can, however, tell you that the Unending developer is not the only patron you're going to encounter.
They mentioned something about the uninspired as well.
The uninspired. I have reason to believe she's at the root of all of this.
Right. Wonderful.
Which is strange given her title and given how she is. She never was an ambitious person. That was always his avenue, anyway, as she nods towards Whimsy. But more than that, if the uninspired is working with the Unending developer, what does she hope to accomplish?
I take it you're not going to tell us any of what any of that means, are you?
I will tell you this. There are multiple titles used to refer to each of these patrons that you're going to encounter. Ambition, for example, is a title to refer to the man that you met between planes, Whimsy. Ambition and the Storyteller are both his titles. He has two others that you may encounter.
Well, it's perfect.
I myself have 6 titles, I believe. At least 6 that are still in use. One of them is the Winder, but you know me by my name, which is also technically one of my titles, Sally.
Okay.
The Uninspired is not her only title, nor is the Unending Developer his only title. You may encounter these patrons again without realizing it. Keep an eye out for what their chosen are capable of and what their plans involve. That'll be easier, of course, for the Unending Developer because you've actually fought one of his chosen.
One of?
Sometimes the patrons have many chosen.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But, as a general rule of thumb, a patron will only prescribe one chosen to each job. If you deal with this one, that should be the end of this plot for now. It'll be enough of a setback that the Unending Developer will have to restart from the beginning. There are others that you will meet, of course. But what is important right now is you are aware of them. I don't know what's happening. I don't know everything. I don't have the answers, but what I do know is that I will continue trying to assist you as best I can. But unfortunately, I have to follow the rules, which is why I can't directly interfere and can only send people like him. And she nods towards Wade.
So we're all puppets.
No, you have free will. You are
Doesn't feel like that.
You are capable of making your own decisions and changing this story. That's what terrifies me, is no matter what I do, I will never have full command over any of you.
Okay, what I want to know, if you're at liberty to say it real quick, just for future reference, what is this person that is like keeping you, like, who's setting these rules? All right.
Like I said, they are less rules and more laws of nature.
Okay, well, who's setting those?
They are things that we simply cannot do. It is as impossible as you entering the fourth dimension.
Or you touching the top of my head without jumping.
Okay,
is-
nothing is impossible. Thank you very much.
False.
You
Many
wanna test
things
that?
are impossible. Are you even aware that there are 7 dimensions, not 3?
Dimensions how? Like,
Well, you live in a 3-dimensional space.
that kind of dimension. Oh, great, there's more.
There are 7. The Voidlings are 4th-dimensional creatures.
Is that why they stop existing?
Partially. But more specifically, what that means is that you may think you are fighting many Voidlings, and you may slay many Voidlings, but they are all a single creature. Not every Voidling is a single creature, but imagine for a moment you are a 2D creature. You're living in a 2-dimensional world, say a drawing on a piece of paper. If a 3-dimensional creature were to place each of their fingers individually upon the paper, it would appear like that there are 5 different, disconnected, though identical creatures.
Despite the fact that in a different dimensional form, they are connected.
Exactly. What you fought here was a single Voidling. 3 strands of 1 Voidling. Each of them can be killed individually, just like how each finger can be removed individually. It's not going to affect the way you fight it. It's not going to affect the way you interact with it. But that is the scope of what you are dealing with. Creatures so old they defy the law, the very fabric of your universe. And for me to interact, for me to involve myself directly would be to defy the very fabric of my own universe.
Fair enough.
Something that I am simply not capable of doing, no matter how hard I try. But I am able to guide. There is a world where you ignored Wade. Far too
Only
many
one.
worlds where you ignored Wade. None of them end well. I had to guide you. A subtle nudge in his direction. Just like how I had to guide him into that captain's home. A subtle nudge in the right direction to cross your paths.
That's fair. I was about to ignore him.
I was
trying
really
to.
only interested in the seagulls.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, there are things sometimes where I can nudge you in a direction you otherwise would not have taken to guide you down a safer path, one that leads you to your good ending, your happy ending. But I cannot interfere directly. I can send help like I did with Wade. And like I will do again, like I have done in my timeline of events.
So you're some form of time traveler. Is that one of your titles?
The Time Cloud is one of my titles.
Okay, this is making sense now. Not really, actually, but slightly.
I suppose...
Yeah, like, why a cloud?
I don't know. It's a title I've held since ages long past, and I'm not entirely sure where that idea came from. I've always heard time compared to a soup instead of a cloud.
A soup? Oh, please tell me this story. How is it soup?
Time is a weird
edible
soup.
soup.
I don't know. A lot of people just say time is a weird soup.
I'm going to say that from now on. Time is a weird soup. That is great. I'm not stealing that, I guess, but I'm using that now.
I heard it a lot in college growing up. Look. You're close to the truth. You're close to the answers that you need right now. But you are so far from the truth. You are so far from any form of understanding. The answers will reveal themselves in time. And when you leave this plane, I will come to you with more answers about myself and about our connection.
Great.
But for now, I will continue to watch you, as I always have and as I always will.
Can I ask you questions that might not have anything to do with this situation?
I can't promise answers, but you are welcome to ask.
Am I stuck with her? I point to Whimsy.
For as long as she is the chosen of ambition, yes.
And that's not gonna change anytime soon, Scamon. Ha ha, suck on that. Suck on that.
More accurately, for as long as she continues to entertain him, you will be stuck with her.
Hey, Whimsy,
Well, I'm not
please
gonna
get
stop being
boring.
ambitious anytime soon. Yeah, no, Scamon, that's your job to be the boring one.
Why do I have to put up with you? I don't want to do it. Okay. Great. Wonderful. And I'm stuck with her. Second thing that I had that the captain of the ship mentioned. The fuck's an Aboltian? What are they? Because he didn't do a great job of explaining, and I'm still confused.
If I were to ask you who the true creator of the universe is, what would you respond with?
You see, like, an hour ago, I would have said Crashalis and the creator gods. However, the fuck is an Aboltian? Are there more of them?
The answer to that question, the one that I just asked you, differs depending on where you are. In the elemental planes, scholars know an answer beyond Crashalis. Scholars know of a race of beings older and stronger than the gods. The Aboltians. What I can tell you is that the Aboltians created planes. They created the gods. And they called themselves the creators of this universe. Whether that is true or not, I cannot tell you yet. But I can tell you that the stories that you were told, the stories mortals have grown up with, that the gods created the universe, the gods created the planes, and the gods created everything, was manifested by the gods themselves. It is
Yeah,
a
that tracks.
truth they have tried to fabricate, but as with everything that tries to hide evidence, they have left behind remnants of the Aboltian society. The gods committed a genocide. They killed their forefathers, slaughtering every last
I gotta
Aboltian.
go, bye guys.
We're just about to end.
Okay.
Slaughtering every last Aboltian. Well, that's what they claim.
We're not gonna have to meet any of these Aboltians, are we?
I do not know all of whom you will meet. I know you will meet at least 4 patrons face to face.
Oh, great.
You have collectively as a group already met technically 3 face to face, though you've only been made aware of 2 of them. Myself
Wonderful.
and Ambition. You did not speak to the 3rd. It was a simple exchange of glances in the Feywild. But you have seen the 3rd. You will speak with him eventually.
Great. Okay.
And you will meet a 4th. I have reason to suspect you will meet many gods face to face,
Oh, great. Wonderful.
and many other beings of similar power, be it lesser or greater, I cannot say. I know 4 beings you will meet, for certain. I suspect you will meet more. I cannot confirm nor deny whether you will meet any Aboltians, any gods, any angels, devils, demons, anything of the sort. I cannot say for certain.
Well, I've already met an angel on this trip, so I would not be surprised if I met more.
That is true. You met Zahir, didn't you?
I didn't get their name, so
yes,
maybe.
you did. You did.
I did get their name?
I was
don't
re-listening
remember
to
that.
I was re-listening to that episode yesterday. You got his name, Zahir, head Asimar of League.
Right, okay, I did get his name. I did get his name, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one. I showed up in his house. It was very awkward.
Yes, Zan's portal. I need to leave.
Why was it in his house? Okay.
I am spending too much time here. I fear I'm going to be noticed. So I will meet you again as you are traveling the astral, and then I will answer your questions. The astral is the only place we can safely talk freely.
Great, okay. Well, see you there. I don't know if you can die, but don't die, and I guess I'll try not to do the same.
I have already met you. I have already met you there in the astral. I suppose I am off to a burning building. And then
Your life sucks.
I just tend to travel backwards.
That must be fun.
It was difficult to get used to. and it will be difficult to get used to again.
Can you control it? Like, can you go back to a timeline to... If you made a friend or something, can you ever control to go back and see them? Sorry, that was oddly personal. I don't know why I asked that. You don't have to answer that.
No, There's a friend that I visit often on the material plane. We meet out of order, but it's not completely backwards. The first time I met her was the first time she met me. But I believe the most recent time I spoke with her was the 5th time she met me. That tends to be how this works. I interact with people out of order. The first time I met you was about halfway through your journey. So, you'll see me then.
Okay.
Take care. She stands, and then, as if she were never there, she's gone.
Hey, Whimsy. I know you have this weird flirting with me thing going on, but, watching me drown is not the way to take my breath away, okay, sweetheart? Don't do it again.
And with that, unfortunately, we have run out of time once again. A fascinating tale this has been, and interesting that the patrons are beginning to reveal themselves this early. I figured that they would wait. Besides for Ambition, of course, although he's not here to chastise me, I assure you he would be making comments now about how I underestimate him and always assume the worst. Ambition is always the first to reach out. Ambition is always the first to take a step. He's always the first. He was a strange child. No, I shouldn't get lost in memories. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening to the Planar Cosmos. Thank you for listening to my tale. And I will continue sharing this tale the same time next week. Goodbye for now.